And live. Hello, you two on Travis Millennium, I guess.
Hello, Fox. I'm Iron Knight.
Yep.
And it's me, John Avenger, once again, and this time we're doing Crisis on Infinite Earths parts 4 and 5 from last week.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a part 2. Now, you know I think on Cisco, and like I said, we're trying to go all the like different Len and we different Nick, but Len is been football, other than Nick is he part 3, part 4. So I say like fuck it, AJ, just get it now because we've been holding it scheduled all day, and I'm gonna do part 3 like on Tuesday, so I could no more choice. So, Crazy Eminence, the biggest controversy of all time, and the biggest epic controversy, since Endgame.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, where do we even begin?
Well, when it started, when they were in the purgatory. Actually, no, it starts with a flashback with the monitor, right? So that was a little bit confusing. I was like, it kind of started like, wait, he has a backstory too.
Yeah. Backstory. The other content of the monitor is very complicated. If you want to he actually the monitor was from argument and the anti-monitor it's like very confusing, but this version took that concept and made it a little bit simpler as best it could.
Mm-hmm.
This version, he's a scientist who, like, unlike in the comics, the main corner from the Guardian Unit. Like I said, the modern backstory in the comic is confusing and out there. So, in order to explain all the backstory, so they have to simplify it. They're a simplified version. So, basically, this flashback is 10,000 years in the past in this city called Planet Malchus, I think. I forget what. And she wanted to do an experiment, and they tried to the end of time. But that we get to talk with the anti-monitor shows up, and that's where the fight begins.
Mm-hmm.
Any opinion on the monitor's flashback? Because I thought it was
a little bit confusing because the last part was the heroes were stuck in like a purgatory and trying to find Oliver, so they could beat the anti-monitor. Yeah. It was a little bit off-putting.
Yeah, Edgar, what's your opinion on the monitor?
Well, he's not there. He's silenced. See,
damn it.
Here he is.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I'm
just literally standing here and doing shit.
Okay, guys. Yeah, we're just talking about Crisis, the parts 4 and 5 from last week. Yeah.
I'm just personally, the anti-monitor was cool. He was awesome. So I'll let you guys go to my full opinion of.
Okay. Yeah. After that, we cut back to the end of time. Well, not the vanishing point. When we see all the heroes they trap in the end of time for months.
Yeah.
But how long have we been there? If they've been for months, then shouldn't they have food or water?
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a comic book show. It's not gonna. Its logic is out the window after all the imagery you see here.
That's true. So suspend display out of the window, and they're all training, doing nothing. Well, actually, let's do it anyway. Oh, no, you probably said Lion Choi trying to figure out how to get out of the vanishing points. But let's do being jerks, an idiot. I just remember 3,000 IQ or something like that. But everything that name. Let's do it also in this episode. He's funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then Barry Allen had to get out of Speed Force.
Yeah, this is where the cameo starts. The best part of the whole thing. I was like, it was a surprise no one saw coming.
Which we'll get to that later. basically, and Barry said, like, what? I a few seconds ago, and but the rest of the parents said you've been out in the street for months. He's trying to get back in speed for it because, well, he wanted to figure out the vanishing point. But as I mentioned before, that was how you motivate for it with the antimatter, so that they can't escape. Then we come back to Spectre. Okay, Alpha Queen Spectre. Which, okay, it's been honest, I don't remember Alpha Queen ever became fan of the comics. In fact, I don't remember if they have any other comic changes, so I'm lost. Can you fill me in what's going on with the Spectre stuff? John?
Huh?
Well, what's been Alpha Queen regarding the Spectre?
Well, they're basically doing like a Jedi ghost with him, because he was supposed to be dead, then they brought him back, and then he's like, I'm a ghost now, and I'm going to appear everywhere until I, fulfill my purpose, and then I die. So that's basically, I didn't really have much to say about it, because I don't know much about the Spectres yet.
Yeah. I didn't care
I just thought of him as like a Jedi ghost, or it's like, it's just there.
I didn't care. Yeah. I'll say my opinion. I didn't care for it. I thought it was just a little bit like John said, a bit of too much of Jedi-ish moments, and it really
he has a
kind
hoodie
of
and he does that, and he voice changes. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. It's like it's very Jedi-esque type stuff, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? And it was not necessary. It was not necessary, and this is why I want to get.
Yeah.
But let's go on.
Let's go on. Okay, let's go on. Basically, Alpha Queen became the Spectre, and he actually talks to the other Spectre, the other Spectre, Mark Shaw, I think. Again, Spectre history is confusing in itself. Spectre did what he brought in that part is true. But if you want the real Spectre, okay, they really bomb me if I'm sure this right. Okay, Spectre.
Yeah, just I was confused a little bit with some of the elements in this.
Yeah. This is on Infinite F's images. Found it. Yeah, here it is. Ta-da.
Yeah, he didn't look like that though. He wasn't white. He was like a black hood. Yeah.
Yeah.
That crap, all the Jedi mind tricks, all that shit.
Here, yeah.
Jim Corrigan. Now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there he looks like like Green Goblin. It's weird, or like the Hobgoblin with a green hoodie. It's weird, yeah. But
I remember Spectre one kid.
That's the character in the books. But I mean, the character in the books are a lot more complex, a lot more. You have to think.
Yeah, but they can't explain too much in 45 minutes. That's the thing.
Yeah, they really can't. They gotta do like a movie type shit.
Yeah,
but
anyway, back at you. So we'll go in circles. Okay. Jim Corrigan talked to Alpha Queen, telling him about the antimatter, and then they say, "Let's get your friends." And then we come back to the Benjamin Body, and we see Alpha Queen show up expected to talk to Billion, Supergirl, and the rest of the Paragons to figure out the Benjamin and fight the antimatter. Then we finally get the thing that we going to see for years. And then here's the part that's like, basically, Spectre, okay, Alpha Queen, unlocks Baron's potential, and Baron said, I tried to really sell my body, and he did all the Paragon after the Speed Force, and the antimatter attacks, and this put all the Paragon in the Speed Force itself. Then Baron went actually in the the first meeting where Alpha Queen and Baron first met during the Arrow episode. Okay, this is confusing. If you want my show video on that, basically, one first generate wait, and that is with the after to movie after ratio. Which, That'd be a cool idea. That'd be cool if the idea to actually just so I think like that idea. That'd be awesome. Kind of like at the Doom Patrol. But we talked to Alpha Queen that the Endemon attacked, and this put all Pentagon into some memories basically of each.
Yeah, that I remember.
I remember that pretty cool, but I know it's kind of competing. What's your opinion on the whole Paragon being separated into Speed Force stuff?
Don't care. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. A lot. I mean, you'll know my. Strong opinions on this thing. I mean, it was.
I do, but we'll get to the parts that I liked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just that to me, it's just I didn't care. So let's get down to the good shit before I get sleepy deaf.
Yeah, what's this good stuff? Anyway, basically, to make this short, the video, after we are in the Speed Force, talk to Alpha Queen to get all the Paragon, because if we don't get all the Paragon time, then they'll die and it matter. And we get the big thing that I wanted to have the year, the big stuff that none of us saw coming. And here's the thing, the big thing, Endemon 5 comes out.
Yay! Finally!
I did not see that one.
It's canon now. That means that Justice League happened, so they can't say, "Oh, that never happened." I'm like, "Yeah, it's canon with this continuity." Yep. And I was like, "Oh, finally, we got to see Ezra Miller in that costume again after 3 years after Justice League bomb." See, we don't need a Snyder cut, guys. Yeah, this is the closest we're gonna get. This is a great advertisement for the movie that's coming out in 2 years, which I'm looking forward to. Because as a huge fan of The Flash, yeah, and you got the director, I think he did the It movies, the recent It chapter 1 and 2. And I'm like, yeah, they could do Flashpoint right with this film if they take notes from the show, but not take out all the emo stuff out. Just don't put it in there. Because, I don't want to see Flash crying for like the whole movie. It's just gonna. But to him and Grant Gustin, the spark was there. It was good to see the interaction. I'm like, wow, I'm Barry Allen. No, I'm Barry Allen. It was surreal. It was surreal, and I was like, oh, so this is part of the DCU universe as well. It's connected because they have other Easter eggs later at the end in part 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it made me smile. I was like, what?
What? I see that coming.
I was like, nobody saw it coming. They didn't spoil this on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. And I was like, I watched it and I was like, oh my God. And it wasn't a scene from, I was like, it's not a scene from Justice League. It was just a scene that they added, with him and Grant Gustin meeting. And I was like, oh, so this is continuity. All right. I'm going to go with it. Yeah.
I'll just say this. Personally, I thought it was great to see that, but I still don't see Flash. He has to, because it's great to have.
It's been 3 years. That's why.
3 years.
That too. But it's just that I hated him in Justice League. I did not like him as the Flash, so he has to win me over. Unlike Jason Momoa, who really.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and I like him in Fantastic Beasts as well. So.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think what hurt Flash in that movie was the writing, because they had to change writers and directors out of nowhere. So that didn't help. But I think on his own, he can do well. His scene in Suicide Squad is short, but that's what I want to see in the movie. That image of just flying and going and just posing. That's awesome. I like seeing that. But I can't hear you. His sound is. But yeah, Ezra Miller's Flash, I want to see him be the Flash. Like, if they give him the right writers, I think that they can pull it off. Because Wonder Woman, people didn't care about her in BVS. Then she got her movie and they loved it. So give him a chance. I got to give him a chance. I don't want him recasted. All it took was the great Grant Gustin to win me over for Ezra. Because, and he's passing the torch. It's like, hey, I was the Flash and now it's your turn. And it's a passing of the torch done well. Well, he's gone. So anyway, as a huge fan of this character, I wanted to see that. People say, oh, it's a cheap plug for the DCU. I'm like, yeah, because the Flash movie's happening. It's not like the Gambit movie that never got made by Fox.
I'm glad it died.
And New Mutants, which is supposed to come out, but then they don't want to release it. They keep delaying it and all this stuff. Yeah, with this, it's going to happen in 2 years. Give them time. It'll give them plenty of time for the writers to come up with a good way to do Flashpoint and erase the ugly history of the DCU and keep continuity, though, with this character. I don't want him to like be recasted like with Batman, with the Batman. Yeah, I don't see. I know Iron is going to disagree with me, but I don't see Robert Pattinson as Batman. I'm sorry. Those bushy eyebrows and that dead face, no. This I'm more excited for as a fan of the character, because the Flash is bright, colorful. He's jokey, and he has a smile on his face, and he runs fast. That's all I want from the character. And a costume that's bright, not like dead, like undersaturated. Mm-hmm. And the cameo made sense because I'm like, DC is a massive universe. It's not just TV. And the DC shows on the DC streaming service like Titans, which they showed, and the Doom Patrol, which they showed that. That was cool. Yeah, I believe the new news would actually come out. I wouldn't bet on it, but I believe it. Yeah, it will, but it's not going to get a sequel. It will not get a sequel. They said if it does well and audiences react well, they might show up in the MCU, but it won't be for a few years. So.
I highly doubt it. At this point,
I'm just I said in the beginning of this decade, I want my Flash movie. I saw Shazam last year. I loved it. That was a character that could have been a joke, but it wasn't. It was hilarious, and it embraced the source material. And that's what I want for Flash. That's what I want for Flash all the way through, even if he's joking for half the movie. I mean, we got 2 good Spider-Man movies in the last decade after Andrew Garfield, him and Sony just didn't do it for me. At least Sony is not touching Flash, so I'm happy about that.
Thank God.
Yeah, because because I saw the Morbius trailer and it looks terrible. I'm like, this looks too much like Batman, and I'm like, yeah, it just takes me out of it.
Morbius himself kind of, well, you're not Batman, but more vampires.
Yeah, he's a vampire, but the image where he puts his hand out and the bats show up, it was like Batman Begins. It took me out of it. It was like, I've seen this already, Sony. I've seen it already. Done better.
Too bad. So Sony, but anyway, back on track.
But for Flash, it's a great cameo. It surprised me. I had a smile on my face the whole time. The rest of the Crisis, because I'm like, I don't care what they do. Just make that movie happen in a few years. Just give me some hope. Because Shazam was great, and I want to see more of that. Colorful DC, fun movies, not depressing emo. We had Joker just a few months ago. That was dark. It's got 11 Academy Awards. 11. That's insane. No DC movie has done that. Not The Dark Knight, not freaking Batman Begins, not Dark Knight Rises, not Superman the movie. None of those have ever gotten this many Oscars. That's insane. I'm like, yeah, because Joker was an actual film. But let's get back to Crisis, because we'll be here all day talking about DC.
Well, I'll just say, before I go on, I'm sorry. I will have to disagree with you on Morbius, because that looks far more interesting than the 2 DC films that we're getting right now.
Birds of Prey and
Birds of Prey. I'm skipping that. I don't want to see Margot Robbie annoy me again. I'm sorry. Yeah. That I lost hope for. Plus, this Joker, we're not going to have him in the movie. It's going to be like, I broke up with him because Leto's not Joker anymore. We get it.
Well, that too, but it's just like, I mean, the problem is about Warner Brothers. This is why I don't really trust them. Like, they really broke my trust on a lot of things that come to their DC films. Now it's like anything outside of continuity of the DC cinematic universe, I'm more looking forward to than I am with the DC films.
There's one in 1984. That looks awesome.
I mean, to me, the problem is I don't like the whole direction where they're going. I mean, Black Adam was, in my opinion,
I could take him or leave it. I want to see Shazam too. That's on a more
that one and to me, out of the DC films, I'm interested. It's like I'm interested in Aquaman and Black Adam and Shazam too. But
April is awesome. Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, but Wonder Woman, I'm sorry, I really am not liking how that movie just spoiled the entire film. It made me not care about that film.
I didn't see the trailer. I only saw
lucky
clips.
For you. Lucky
for me. When I saw Bad Boys, they didn't show the trailer. They showed Morbius. They showed a Black Widow, which I'm for. I don't care what anybody says. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh yeah,
and
that's great.
They didn't show Wonder Woman.
That movie.
But the trailer spoiled everything. Now you know that going into everything.
But Black Widow, that movie hasn't really spoiled that much to the point.
No.
I mean, that I'm like, oh wow, I literally know the whole plot. No, I still don't know much. I know her past is coming back to her. There's new Black Widows, and there's this person called Taskmaster, and
it looks awesome.
He looks fucking sick as hell. He's copying every moves of her, which is exactly like the character. And I'm like, oh Jesus Christ.
And also that character will not be wasted like Crossbones in Civil War.
Oh
yeah, he was underused. He should have been in that movie more instead of Zemo. Yay! But anyway, that's Marvel. But
Winter Soldier and
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, I know.
Well, Zemo is. I just want to say something about Zemo. Zemo's the bigger villain. Like he's the second big Captain America villain. So
and they did nothing with him.
Well, Zemo, he's going to be around. I personally am looking forward to whatever he does next. Anyway.
Just give him the mask. I'm tired of seeing a Hermit guy with glasses.
That's the whole. I think that's the attention now they're going to do next because they didn't want to
give him a mask.
They didn't want to put him in the mask, but now they are. But just that's what it is. Anyway,
back on track. Okay, back on track. What were we? Oh yeah, after the got the cameo, that cameo. We actually, if I could going to go and get the cameo, if there's one that I go about in general, is that I hate to say it, but I gotta get DC the credit due. They did it impossible. They came to movies today, and unlike Marvel, which I hate to say it, I do. Marvel does better than the TV show. They can't get the TV at the movies. That blew my mind every time it happened to defend it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe in movies.
They canceled the Netflix shows after Infinity War, and that sucked. Is Wonder Woman the only trailer to skip? Yes. Skip that one and skip any trailer for any superhero movies coming out. Not Black Widow. That one is a standalone movie. I think it'll work. But I think Morbius, you can skip it. I didn't like the trailer. I thought it just looked weird. And I'm like, it's not horrible like Venom, but it has that same vibe. And the cameo at the end was a spoiler. Oh, you have Vulture there or the Tombs. I'm like, why? He was in prison.
That's
the whole thing, and they broke out. I mean, you can have that whole.
They broke out, but they want to do the Sinister Six. That's why Morbius is getting his own film.
That too, but it's also like, I don't think Marvel would ever like. I'm on Sony's side on this one. Like, there's sometimes characters like Venom or Morbius. I don't think they would do. Granted, you should be supporting Morbius because if Morbius fails, not looking too good with Blade.
Well, actually, Blade Marvel Studio did Sony that did them.
Sony, and I don't trust Sony with their
I don't trust. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you should trust them to an extent because they're going to help Marvel on promoting Blade to go forward. Wonder Woman
but Blade. Blade shouldn't be done like this. Like they're trying to make this movie dark, and it's going to be.
That's the point of Morbius. That's the point of the whole thing. You're supposed to have a dark character. This is a dark character. This is what they're going to set up for Blade later on in the future, and that's the whole thing. What I'm saying, if you're going to do Morbius, you have to do it rated R, which I think it will be.
Because Venom was PG-13 and it was horrible. Like it haunts it.
Venom PG-13 could work because there are stories out there. You can do a PG-13 Venom. You see, I know you don't know much, but I'm just saying that
it doesn't have to do with Marvel's Blade. I don't think so because Blade doesn't have any promo yet. We haven't seen a costume.
Yeah, again, I mean, I would argue. I'm like, well, how do we know? We didn't know Captain Marvel, and I'm saying this is like a template for horror movies like vampires, like Blade and Morbius to go forward.
But I'd rather see Doctor Strange. What's it? The Multiverse of Madness for my horror flicks. I don't need Morbius.
Left because of creative difference. With that broke me.
Well,
I know that. I heard the news. I read Facebook every other day. So
yeah.
Anyway,
but yeah, with Morbius, I just don't trust him. I saw Venom and I was like, yeah, no more, Sony. You can't fool me again. If that sucks, you're done with your DC, with your Marvel, sideshow. Except for the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That sequel will get made and it'll be much better than Morbius. I'll tell you that much.
But anyway, we're getting sidetracked. All right.
But these back.
Continue. Okay.
No, I was done. I was done.
Okay. All right. Anyway, back. Yeah. Today we'll be all day. Be talking more bits and that's okay. All right.
That's another podcast for the summer.
Yeah. Another day. Oh yeah, right. After the cameo, we come back to Russian Pan. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot.
We're
about Supergirl.
After the cameo and
yeah. After the cameo, we come back to Supergirl, Ray Palmer. Well, no, shit. Lon Choi and Lex Luthor going to the Monitor's homeworld to stop the Monitor first and Anti-Monitor. With that side plot was weird. John? God damn it. Oh.
I can still hear you.
Wait. All right, John, can you hear me?
Oh, man.
No. Please. Please don't. Please. Fuck! It accidentally went to shit.
Yeah. All right.
God damn it.
Let's just cut to the chase. I mean, I'm tired. I got stuff to do. Come on.
Okay, let's cut this. Basically, Supergirl, Lex Luthor, and Lon Choi go to my homeworld to stop the Monitor from losing Anti-Monitor. And that plotline turned out to be all for naught because it doesn't work in Anti-Monitor, but it gets free anyway. So, what was your plan for Universe Domination?
Don't really care. Don't care. That's the thing. I don't really care.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I might also just say my whole opinion. As the event as a whole, very lackluster. Good villain. I wish that they could have done things better. I'm happy that Batman wannabe Arrow himself got killed off because he was a horrible character from start to finish. And I just felt like now, okay, I'll give this. At least all the shows are in one continuity.
That's part 5.
Yeah. And I'm just summing up how I feel.
Okay.
And I just feel the biggest thing that this thing just was so catered to was fan service. Mm-hmm. I mean, people bitch about the Star Wars movies the Star Wars movies, for example, focusing so much on the original trilogy. This show was like focusing everything. Okay. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 minute.
Okay. And then there was one. Okay.
Oh shit! Fuck.
So, any comments and questions? Well, this is awkward. Screen forward integrity with them. Oh yeah, what oversee the person now oversee again. I don't imagine them giving me what I want. I like when they do, give me what they think. I want. Oh, you're back! Yay!
Yeah, I just had to shut my camera off because it was just glitching. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
I don't get mad at some things for giving what I want. I don't like when all this is going to give me what they think I want. Up to the cool stuff I like. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I liked about the Crisis. That they gave me a lot of what I wanted, and without copying Marvel completely.
Indeed.
You like my new picture?
Yeah,
the picture
awesome.
from Comic-Con. That's me and Amy Jo Johnson, my favorite
Power
Ranger.
That's cool.
A lot of fan service, and I like it. Yeah, fan service done the right way.
Indeed.
You get some stuff from the DCU. You got stuff from the DC streaming services, so that's acknowledged, and some stuff from the cartoons, and you have the comics, and then you have the Easter eggs, which is always nice to see. Of this continuity, and like, see, DC's not ashamed of anything. They're not going to act like Justice League Flash never happened. They put him here, and I'm like, good. And they show the Green Lantern Corps in the fifth act. We'll get to that. That's awesome. I had a smile on my face because it was from a distance, but they showed it, and I was like, oh yes, they're going to do the Green Lantern Corps soon. It was supposed to come out this year, but they delayed it indefinitely. Constant delays, just like the New Mutants.
Yep. When the music I got doing like creeping up both series, but thank God it's finally coming out. But I have a Sings video which were one off. If you wanna, fine. I'm fine with everything. That movie's been enjoyed by Cody. I'm hoping it's good. I want a good new movie.
Yeah, I want a good movie because they have a female Green Lantern on DC Superhero Girls, and I'm like, she's not as bad as what they did with the 2011 movie. They could have done better. At least it wasn't CGI. The costume looks cute, and
it's a long story.
Yeah, Jessica Cruz. I never heard of her. She's a fun character, but anyway, that part 4. When Oliver dies, I know this is later on, but it was a little bit like off-putting. It wasn't as dramatic as Tony Stark's death in Endgame, because it's like he fell and it looked like he needs a nap more than he's dying. I'm like, it's just kind of abrupt. But it's emotional, the people they acknowledge his death, and they constantly remind you, there's like, thank you, Oliver, this is for you, thing for you. We're gonna make sure that you come back when we set the the world back and bring everybody back. Yeah, and it worked. The emotion was earned.
Back to part 4. I agree with the top. We're talking the Supergirl plotline with Supergirl, Lex Luthor, and Lion Troy going to the Monitor to stop him from reaching the Monitor. And I remember I felt confused about this plotline because I didn't actually wanted to take over the universe because he's actually a jerk. But Lex, I think the bridge of Bobo, but they didn't even anymore. What was your end game? I get your plan was to do universe domination because you're a jerk. He betrayed her betrayed Supergirl, and plus he betrayed Lion Troy.
Yeah, he hates all super people.
Yep. And you have to give him his powers. You got to give him some powers because he's an asshole. So, and he want to try to trick Monitor to marketing. That plan fails. But he said, you probably could buy that plan, but that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I said before, Dr. Benjamin in this series is awesome. He's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I can't say more about the Super Bowl, but it's definitely awesome. But anyway, what's the cut to chase? Breaking the airport board, they finally get to the dawn of time, and they fight the Antimatter. Well, they fight more Shadow Demons, and they fight the Shadow Demons.
Yeah.
But the Shadow Demons, they're not like funny. They're more like they're like one punch and then they die. Really?
They look like the Dementors from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
The Dementors in Harry Potter. Yeah.
Shadow aren't even a comment. They're deadly. They kill you in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's weird. They just kick them, and also one thing that I was never a fan of in this crisis is Batwoman. She doesn't do anything. Even in this part, they call her Bat Lady. I'm like, yeah. Even the writers didn't know what to do with her. Like she just stands there, reacts, and just does nothing. She throws a kick or jumps off a building, and it's lame. Lame. Yeah.
Which is odd because they still have the paragon of courage, but
I bet Stargirl would have been better. In the next crossover, I want to see her.
The Stargirl. I didn't really into actors, but I know I see more of a supporting character than main character. But that's my opinion. Then again, I've not watched that one because I heard
I refuse.
Bad.
I heard it's garbage. It's not funny. It's too pandering. It's just not for me.
I tried for the episode. I just couldn't get into it. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Well, Superman and Stargirl, I'm gonna check out later this year. So hopefully they're good.
Which we'll get to that later. And but anyway, going to the Spectre, aka Alpha Queen, defeat the Antimatter. Is that UFO universe with Iron Man? I haven't seen they had a bash on the go out. Even the badass. They do energy beam stuff, and then Spectre basically beat the universe. And they defeat Antimatter in part 4. Well, kind of sort of. Spectre beat the Antimatter. Let's at the Paragon, they met the spark, and putting it at the end of public, they restart the universe, and the end of it. Alright. And that end part 4. Okay.
Yeah. I think it should have ended with 4 parts, yeah, because the 5th part kind of felt like an add-on a little bit. It didn't feel like a conclusion, except for the Easter eggs at the end.
Yeah, which is part 5, which we'll get that later. Well, actually, we'll get that right now. But anyways, long story short, part 4 ends with then we start the universe. Then the Spectre, Alpha Queen dies.
Oh yeah, and they set up the Hall of Justice. It's a pre-Hall of Justice. Yeah, they have the headquarters and they have this table and the seats, and then it looks like the Hall of Justice. I was like, oh, that's another reference. Yeah, the Justice League.
We'll get that later.
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, that ends part 4. Okay, time for part 5. Okay. Part 5 basically started as the Supergirl waking up at the room with all the Earth on Murder Point.
Okay, everything reset.
Everything reset. Which I am so happy all Earth not merged into one Earth. Why? Because I've been saying it for years. I've been saying after in Flashpoint and season 3, I said before in podcast, all seasons should be connected from the very beginning. Why the hell did it so on to connect all the show into one Earth? I'm happy with my wish. I finally Supergirl connected into one Earth and the Superman connected one Earth. Martian Manhunter showed up, but he restarted it give memory back, which I'm happy about that. Well, actually no, not so. And but he just actually another cameo with Mark Wolfman. The letter at the cameo. With that, I love that cameo. That was awesome. That's a cool cameo.
Well, Frank Miller, right? Yeah.
Oh no, not Frank Miller. Actually, it's another cameo. The letter at the Earths. Mark Wolfman.
Okay.
Got the comment. Actually, a cool cameo scene and fun. And actually, all of the Flash and Supergirl are pretty cool. Oh, also in this new reality, Lex Luthor is now the head of DEO.
Yeah, that was interesting. It's to connect to the Superman show that's coming out, because we knew he wasn't going to die. I mean, he's a main character, a main villain in that continuity. Yep. So, and he's the best villain they've had in years.
I agree.
because you had lame villain after lame villain after Reign in season 3 of Supergirl. I was like, yeah, these villains are lame. Like Rana Mitra and her brother, and Liberty, and I hated them all. They were horrible.
So disappointing.
Yeah, he was disappointing. He's like this cult leader with a gold mask. I was like, what the hell was this? This doesn't feel like a superhero show. It was just dumb. So when they added Lena, I didn't buy her as a villain for 1 second. Her accent and everything, just nothing. I know Josh likes her. She did nothing for me. Katie McGrath, or McGrath, or whatever.
The only thing I enjoyed was I think it was one season or whatever season this was. Like they cloned her.
That was season 4, right? Yeah. And she had a Russian accent. Yeah, they could have done something with that, but they underused it.
Oh well, it was only going to be utilized for one season. I knew that.
Yeah, but they should have done more.
You make a good argument. They could have done more with.
Yeah, Liberty. I didn't care about him. It was just too much of him.
Nice.
But the problem is, it's granted. I don't really watch Supergirl that much anymore.
I get you.
I'm the comic book character closer to that. What I would have done with that character, and it's just that I was very curious in how they were going to do it. Granted, I do like a lot of things what they have. It's just that there's a bajillion problems. Their agendas.
I know. I get it. Trust me. I skipped Batwoman because of the agendas and every other movie last year in November and December.
It's not just that. It's just that they're talking about politics, and I have no problem.
I know. Again, I get every single agenda that they put there. The feminist thing, the gay agenda, the political stuff. I get it.
It's not the agenda. The story itself seems forward.
Yeah, it kind of overshadows the bigger arc of the story. And I'm like, yeah, I love this character. You don't have to put her in some stupid agendas.
Well,
you don't have to preach about super strong.
One at a time.
I wrote a comment.
I know. I get what you're saying. Also, what kind of bothers me is on her. She's been hooking up so many different love interests. It's kind of getting ridiculous.
I agree with you.
I get it. Yeah.
I get it.
I mean, I get it. This is the channel of love triangle.
Yeah,
drama, and all that. This definition of that, and you can love it or hate it, whatever. I mean, and I by all means, I like teen drama. I grew up with a lot of teen drama shows, but it's just that
it's distracting. I get it. It's like
when it comes to its big storylines, it kind of takes a lot out of it, and this is why they kind of, in my opinion, a lot of it ruined this old classic CW show, Smallville.
I didn't see Smallville. That's the problem. It came out
right.
They kept cock teasing. Oh, he's gonna wear the suit. Yeah, at the very end.
No, he was never gonna wear the suit.
That's lame. Waiting 10 years to see him in the suit. At least with the new Superman show, we won't have to do that.
And also what also was hilarious, the actor never wanted to become Superman. I'm like, so
yeah, but that happened in this crisis.
Well, kind of, sort of.
But
it's a nod. It's a wink and a nod, but I get it. It's like he took his powers away. It's like Superman 2.
Yep.
Here's another comment.
Which we'll get to this later. But anyway,
that's gonna be awesome.
We'll get that later. But anyway, all right, part 5. And for part 5, at the beginning, all the Earth merged into one, and then after that, Supergirl Earth, but they get married to Pfizer Earth, for the happy about that. Luxury but not episode to DEO, which again is gonna be at the age for the level. Yeah, I do always that's great. But anyways, basically Supergirl, she actually is now with Luxury but not to DEO, which is actually interesting. This actually was a question of Luxury for plan, but I have a weird suspicion that he actually up to something, and this is gonna be her season. Basically, okay. And did actually go with the Flash and Supergirl meeting together, which was pretty cool. And we had to see Raw and the White Canary meet at the Ray Palmer.
Yeah.
It did a Legend episode, so it's been absolutely Legends. Don't worry, I'll get hit with that one short. But it wasn't a comedy show, but it's
Yeah.
so funny and so
Yeah, it is
meta.
funny. Mick is hilarious, and Bebo.
Yeah.
Oh my
Here
god!
we go. Yeah, Giant
What
Bebo.
was that?
Funny.
It was weird. Like Batwoman looks at him and is like, "This is unnatural." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
you're unnatural. This thing is hilarious." It's like this little giant Furby, blue Furby.
Yeah.
That's a
funny.
nod to Ghostbusters, by the way. When
Yep.
he's like the marshmallow man is walking through the city. Yeah, so I looked at it.
And also have to love into Legend Tomorrow because I love Legend.
Yeah.
It's such a great show. If you not seen Legend Tomorrow,
I did.
there you
I
go.
just stopped watching it when Constantine showed up because I can't stand him.
Oh,
He just- yeah, he left. But anyway, yeah, Legends. It does make me laugh. That's what saved it. That in the first 2 seasons, the humor and the characters, and I like the time travel aspect.
Yeah.
That's what I liked.
Yeah. Right. And we're all basically have to go to all the Green Arrow's cave, and well, Green Arrow, but he's dead. Then Tomas Man pulling the film actually to Diggle and the rest of the Arrow cast. They figured all the Green dead. And for one thing, that sounded planned by all and I'm not the guy with them. Like, yes, I mean, no, I get over the very more kind of like Batman. Actually, what Batman 2.0 is I do, but
yeah,
it's still a sad scene, in my opinion. That's very sad.
It is. Yeah, it is sad.
Yeah,
this is the first character in this Arrowverse, if you will.
And his son are pretty cool. Okay, and this piece, that's a bit of a shout Jimmy showed about the link Barry and Roy when they talk about Roy Power, pretty cool. And this shout Jimmy shows up, and this but the engine mod returned. Kind of, sort of. It's complicated. And this brings up the final battle with the Anti-Monitor and the rest of the Paragons to beat the end one more time. And, okay, the final battle of it was pretty cool, but since I know it kind of felt underwhelming.
Yeah, after the fourth part,
was they bombed mitigate to the big end of the Microverse, which again is relevant to the comics, but
yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, they turned them small.
Anybody in the comic was almost bad on my Epic. Granted, at the comic, we cut the fuck, so trying to cram all that story into this.
Yeah, into an hour and a half is hard. Yeah, it's hard.
So, fuck it. So they improvise. And the way to be in the age group cool, but they're kind of disappointing. But then I get it, budget. So go nuts.
Yeah, it reminded me of X-Men Apocalypse a lot. When you go big, I was like, and I know I was not a fan of that movie, but here I thought it was a little less, like too much CG. It was like it was a TV budget, so I can let it go.
Yeah, I gotta go. Like it may be too much CG, but they had to pull it off a bit to go with the budget. And for the anybody Eagle Johnson after comment, that was pretty cool. The action may never good, but you know what? It's a TV budget, so what they got.
I'll take it. I'll take it over a bad CGI fest in the theater that costs $200 million.
Yeah,
which doesn't look always great, you know.
Oh, we forgot Paul Lightning showed up. Yay!
Yeah,
it was awesome. Right, a lot of people see Lightning show. Oh, by the way, Nashville, they can Hurricane World, another what you would fly get remind about his mistake. Oh, are we when they ban if you had to cause it more big studio than
I know. I blame the creators of Batwoman because they had to put her instead of Batman. That's one of the reasons why there was going to be problems since the first part last year. I feel like if they put an older Batman, but they didn't put him like for most of it. It's they put this girl and she does nothing. She just stands there and does nothing, throws something or just stands there.
Yeah,
throws a kick.
Part two of the show Batman about to murder Batman and he died. That broke me because what? Come on like that, and then he dies.
I know it.
Anyway. But anyways, part 5 basically started. I think we on merge, but I showed it pretty cool. Kill Foster, pretty cool. Much more I think of mine, basically, and that's what he did. Which I'm actually fine with that because that makes sense. Pryor did mess up big time in the Anti-Monitor, but it ain't part of the comic itself, so I'm glad that he survived. Makes sense. And the Judy fight Anti-Monitor. The defeating Anti-Monitor, again, part of the Microverse. And this we have to do last 10 minutes with setting up all the shows. But it's a Supergirl show with a whole lot of stuff. We have Superman actually had the show, and Here's the thing that I want to talk about. The Superman family.
Yeah, I know that. I'm looking forward to that. It's something different, so it's not copying Lois and Clark from the '90s or the '90s animated series, right?
The bonus. The bonus now actually that not call it 2 kids, which this is an interesting question. I have a theory about this. Okay. Well, my theory is
a fan theory, right? A fan theory.
Yeah. My theory, the first kid, Jonathan, is where this book I do love. I have seen my contact. Love this book. It's awesome. And the second kid could actually be Christopher Kent. Okay, who's Christopher Kent? Christopher Kent, for those who don't know who he is basically the son of General Zod and Ursa. It's a long story.
Interesting. Yeah, that sounds interesting because they're good villains in the first 2 Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. So in Supergirl, no, we got like Zod like briefly, and then they showed like images of him, but they didn't show him completely. That costume looks awesome. That looks great.
Yeah, Christopher Kent, the son of General Zod and Ursa, but she didn't know. He had the kid, yes, but first, but he tried to go away from his father because he tried to become a hero. Unfortunately, due to him he had to go back to Fan Zone because he had to sacrifice in order to protect his Earth, and it was then the Superman who adopted him, and he became a hero, which is pretty cool. So my theory, the second kid with Christopher Kent. Another theory I did here, that the second boy could also be Damon Wayne, but that's a problem because remember Damon Wayne never established that in the CW universe, so I don't know that's him.
Yeah, so, exactly. They can't. They can mention the Waynes, but they can't put them in there.
Yeah, we can't. So we can't use Damon Wayne. So another option I could think is probably a new character that could be the show itself. Which you know what? You want to create a new kid? We got John Butter. I'm fine with that because I get my original singing Super on live action, and John kills John Butter. It's pretty cool. So if they can create a new kid after some Superman, I'm up for that because I got to see my family show with John and Superboy, the son Superman show.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
And he got a older brother. I'm up for that. And this other set up with small set up Arrow's ending. We know that Arrow's ending this coming week, I think. Supergirl set up Retriever stuff. Batwoman still does her own thing.
Yeah, she doesn't
this should be all the other Earth. We have the Doom Patrol Earth.
Yeah.
Titan Earth, pretty cool.
Green Lantern and Stargirl and the Justice Society of America, which I think they're setting this up better than they did in Legends because in Legends they did nothing with them. Stargirl came and then she's gone. Commander Steel, he had some stuff to do. Whatchamacallit? Maya showed up. And who was the other one? They didn't do nothing with them in Legends. So I'm like, now she has her own show, so she can spread out a little bit, which I like that. And she looks badass. Like she's like a female Captain America. I like that. I like the costume.
Yeah,
they de-aged her, but I'm like, as long as they do something with her and don't dwell on the past, agendas mistakes that they made before with DC, I think we'll be okay.
Stargirl was a DC Universe show. But then
I'm glad with that because I don't have the streaming service, so this gives me a chance to watch it.
Yeah, so it's got a double whammy.
They're sharing, which I like that. DC should do that. They shouldn't just keep something exclusively because then some people that don't have internet connection can't see the show.
Yep.
And it's not on Netflix, so I checked. Only the CW shows are on Netflix.
Yeah. And in the end crossover, we have the Hard Justice show, and Prime with set up as a Justice show. Well, maybe because we're not gonna have a Justice show because no one do that. You need to get all our shows to get Justice, which that's not get Justice show. But you know what? For what we got, that was a very cool way to end Con. Oh,
it was. I
completely forgot. The episode that ended with the Hard Justice and the Justice table was pretty cool. But I also had a cameo for a monkey. And
Gleek. Yeah.
yeah, great.
I was like, they didn't show him, but we heard the laugh. My sister thought it was the Joker. I'm like, no, they're not going to put Joker at the end because the movie just came out a few months ago. So I was like, Gleek, yeah, he's a purple monkey or blue monkey.
I think he's a blue monkey.
I think he's a blue monkey. Yeah, I saw he's from the Wonder Twins.
The Wonder
right?
Twins.
Yeah, which they're probably going to introduce them in the Arrowverse now. Probably in one of the other shows.
Introduce them maybe, but. 121.
Yeah, they will. What are the Wonder Twins like? What comics are they from? Like, what did they cross over with? Yeah, that's Gleek.
Yep, that's great.
Yeah, they're gonna give him a new design because that's like the Hanna-Barbera looking Gleek.
Yeah, handle it.
He looks like a chipmunk.
He does. Well,
he does.
Like Gleek's had a weird character himself. Wonder Twins, I don't know. I don't name a Wonder Twins I do, and say I don't name well.
I just know that they put their powers together and they wonder if powers do not. Yeah,
they're weird characters. They're like big D-list, and
but I want to see more obscure DC characters because I didn't know much about Shazam until I saw the movie.
Jamal, that would be pretty cool. Because I think a bit more into Jamal than that fit their own show. Because joining their own show, no, that won't work. I said,
no, not their own show, but like that they show up in another show.
Yeah, I just want Legend is a better option because that gives a lot more stuff to do, and I makes them forget the comedy show. So I'm up for that, and that's how the culture and and I think we with all the members of this category with Batwoman, Black Lightning, Superman, Supergirl, well, not Green Arrow dead. White Canary, all formats but the judge with the judging table. Pretty cool. I was kind of into the JLA logo, but I'm glad to show the star. It's pretty cool. Yeah. That's what this Magic Cards of Man to be. Okay. Well, I don't know, summarize. Okay. Overall, though, part 5. What do we think of it? Well,
it was more of an add-on, but it still was fun. It had a lot of Easter eggs that made me smile at the end. That was worth it. It's like a post-credit scene in the Marvel or DC movie. Yeah. So it was like a nice, like, more crazier, but, it was a fitting way to end it.
Yeah. It was a good epilogue to all the culture. It was a good epilogue to Criterion as a whole. Yeah, the ending of it, I was hoping a big epic final ending. Battle, but I did get kind of final battle, sort of. Small show budget, but remember it's TV budget, it's not high budget. Yeah. So for what I got, it was a good final battle. I mean, not my favorite final battle in this crossover. I think my favorite goes to FX, but I think it was a good finale. I'm happy also not to One Earth. Thank God, that's the thing that I want to happen.
Well, it makes sense,
I wasn't gonna know what the instant time Doom Patrol merged into One Earth, like with that thing I want to happen, but that didn't happen. So Motor still alive. With the kind of Criterion Earth, all the motive was destroyed, and all other merged in One Earth. But it all did merge in One Earth, kind of sort of. They left Doom Patrol Titans out of it because they're not separate Earths. Which where's the question? Because wait, if Doom Patrol were on Titans, then at their own Earth, then what?
Yeah, it's convoluted a little bit, but I can go with it. I like the fact that they know that these things exist. They don't pretend that they don't. That's what I liked about these crossovers.
Yeah.
They say, there's more DC characters outside of the Arrowverse that are in this continuity because it's one big universe. Yeah. They're not like in separate universes all over the place. They're in the same continuity.
Yep. Yeah. And then we finally got the island. We got Mr. Mitchell on it with the two boys.
They're gonna do something with that to make it different.
I'm looking forward to that one. Supergirl is gonna still continue with the Look Super Stars. It's not interesting. Batwoman.
I could skip it. It's boring, and I don't like the main character. She's just a joke.
Yeah. I like Batwoman in the comics because she's bad and awesome, but the show,
The show just it doesn't take chances. It just wants to be pandering, and that's not for me. I said not.
Batwoman's an awesome character in the comics, but
I bet she is. But in the shows and movies, that they've done with her, I'm like, it's just kind of weak. Bad Blood and Lego Batman, Family Matters. I saw that. Yeah, that's like the only thing that she kind of does something. But in their show, no, it's weak.
Yeah,
It's no Arrow. It's no way you're gonna take Arrow's place. No way.
Yeah, we have. Well, Buck Lightning is awesome. I'm high about getting finally and the one I find it pretty cool. We can finally we can Buck Lightning at in Prime Earth. Flash is still going. Super is still going. Buck Lightning is still going.
Legends.
And you know that.
Legends is coming back, and we have 2 new shows.
What happened? Shit. Skip me. Kingdom Come Superman came back. Yay!
Yeah, that was a good nod to the Christopher Reeve movie.
Yeah, that was a great at the send up for Butterhead 2. I'm happy we get to see the send up. Very cool. But overall, though, in conclusion, part 5 I remember the good epilogue to the crossover. It may have been a problem, but I think this crossover as a whole was pretty epic.
Yeah, it was. And they put effort into it, which is more than we got in some.
How much did you buy Moon Knight Century Squad? Well, I have all the Moon Knight Century Squad Supreme. That's Marvel. Booster Gold and Project Man. I can see Booster Gold show. Project Man.
Yeah. He was basically the Elongated Man, right? Isn't he like the similar character?
Yeah.
In the Flash,
Man.
Yeah.
Man,
she's she's weak. She's not going to carry the next crossover in like the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Yeah. I haven't been Moon Knight. Century Squad when you go to Marvel show, you need to get Marvel to do the show. DC, not Marvel. So
this is DC. Yeah, the Captain Marvel here is Shazam, not Carol Danvers.
Well, it's more Century Squad Supreme. Squad Supreme, I'll be out. She got the degree, but they're more like Squad Supreme is a very weird thing in Marvel. It's kind of like a parody of DC. More like it's weird.
Or The Boys was kind of a parody of DC
too.
That came out last year, where the superheroes are the assholes. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a twist, but who knows? I might see that one time. I heard I heard critics, they loved it. They were like, wow, this is so different. I'm like, yeah, because it's not for kids.
And very dark.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, it's like a dark comedy action thing. Yeah.
I can't wait to Scene 2. Horror, that's gonna be epic. But anyway, back on track.
Yeah.
Okay. Overall,
this was fun though. Yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Overall, I think it's a good crossover. I mean, in my favorite crossover, I have all the Elvis crossovers. My favorite crossover Earth X, but I think it's a close second. I think it's a good crossover. This is the way to stay. Actually, and the always end, and it's a hardcore. It's not hardcore reboot. It's a soft reboot. Because this means actually they get the problem with them at the show. That means they're going to so many questions, and I can't understand this. I'm not excited on all these shows again. Well, I'm going to watch the final episode to see how that one lasts. I know it's going to be a spinoff.
Yeah, the what is it? The Canaries or something like that. Yeah. But I'm just fine. At least DC has 2 shows I am looking forward to this year. The Superman one and Stargirl, because I'm like, colorful characters. That's all I ask. I don't want just melodramatic garbage that I got in the past, like Man of Steel. I'm like, no, I don't want the characters to be conflicted every 5 minutes. It's just like lighten up a little bit, Shazam did that. And it wasn't a melodrama. It had some dramatic moments, but it had a lot of fun with it. And it brought a lot of heart to the DC universe, which it needed. It needs a lot of that.
Heart and soul. And with the other cards on my being, even maybe the best card I ever seen, but damn it, they went out with the bang, and I can't understand. I'm looking forward to the show. I'm looking forward to Supergirl for that super stuff. Arrow, I'm only want to find out Supergirl once that show ends. Flash, I'm looking forward to post credit stuff.
It comes back in February, so.
Legend of them all, I'm looking forward to Constantine and John Constantine. Plus, I'm hoping for the guy that the Lucifer cameo does connect to Constantine. We get a Constantine stuff called Lucifer because, for the God, right? Lucifer called with Constantine. I want that crossover, damn it, but I'm just gonna happen. Damn it. Anyway. But overall, they did a good crossover. I'm a big crossover. They did run out with a bang. They did an epic finale, and I can't see it in the future. The future was awesome. And then it. So, should we give our ratings?
A 9 out of 10 for all 5 parts. Yeah, 9 out of 10. I just think that the one character that they wasted for all 5 parts was Batwoman because she doesn't do anything. She's not memorable, and she doesn't really, she was just there to fill the space that Batman could have taken or anybody else. But anyway, the action was good. The humor worked a lot. There's a lot of winking and there's a lot of meta humor in part 5, which I loved. Yeah, it's like the writers he's like, my daughter's never going to watch this show again. I was like, yeah, they know that they're being meta and that the fans know what they want. And it was satisfying. I was never like in pain with one of the parts. I didn't feel like there was filler, too much filler. And the flashbacks, I kept them short. They did not, overstay their welcome. Yep. And for what we got for this coming out at the end of last year and ended this year in January, it's a blessing because it's been freezing outside and there wasn't much to see in the theater. So this was welcome in my house. Anyway.
I saw 2 good movies in January. 1917 and Wedding with You. An Amy movie that came out after very emotional, very sad, but damn, had a good payoff.
Yeah, the only one I saw was Bad Boys for Life, which was amazing, guys. If you haven't seen it, our audience here, go see it. Yeah. It was worth the 17-year wait. This we only had to wait a month, but for that movie we had to wait over a decade and a half, and it was a huge payoff.
It was good.
It's awesome. It's awesome. Like the critics were like, "Oh, an 80%." I'm like, yes. Audiences that when I saw it in the theater, everybody was laughing. They clapped at the end. There's a lot of moments, of heartfelt moments in it, and it has its flaws. It's a little long because the villain has a lot of backstory, but it was worth it for a third movie that in January that didn't suck. I'm very happy. It wasn't Taken 3, at least it wasn't that. I'm happy. So
I'm gonna wait. We're taking Crazy Evan an entire crossover. I think it's crossover with a 4 out of 5 stars. Is it perfect? No, it's good.
Yeah, hell yeah, it is. Yeah.
Crossover way better at the end. Well, okay, Crazy Evan my room with a 5 out of 5, but this crossover was very epic, very badass, and one of the best crossover I've seen all year. Well, technically last year and this year. Right, if I get all 5 parts, did a good crossover. Not my favorite crossover. I know it did great. I can't wait to see at the future of the Elvis. Right,
definitely.
Back into the Elvis because the Elvis was kind of dying.
Yeah, and adding new characters will like add some spice to it, so it doesn't get stale. And I like that. And they're going to get younger actors, so they could be on a lot longer.
So I can't wait to see the future of Elvis. I can't wait to see how the next. I thought the future of Elvis. We'll see.
Yeah.
The one that we do are the Superman show, Stargirl show. Flash, I'll probably watch the post-credits. Supergirl, I'll watch for the rest of the stuff.
Isn't Young Justice coming back?
Yeah, that's the scene. I've seen for. I don't know when that's coming back. I'm hoping it's coming back very soon.
They're gonna announce it probably by spring or by Comic-Con because the first Comic-Con's in. I think it's in March in Boston, Massachusetts. Ace Comic-Con. Yeah, they'll probably announce it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm gonna probably go watch that if I can find the first 3 seasons of Young Justice to watch.
Well, I really own it in Blu-ray, so you can probably get all this in Blu-ray.
Yeah, probably on Amazon. Yeah, definitely. But this was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. I'm sad that Iron Knight disappeared, but hey, at least he gave his opinions.
Yeah,
mostly.
Yeah, so not really planned, but I was glad to get recently, like John and I was hoping to get when Nick and I get
Josh probably, but it's fine. He'll do another next one.
Yeah, so maybe I said we could do part 3, or we know. Yeah. Good way to big idea. Oh yeah, I did hear about that. Holy shit!
Yeah, I know. Josh just said it's going to be one of the worst of the year. After Doolittle, I'm like, yeah, no more live action animal movies. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of talking animal movies. We need a break. I still wish they would bring back Spectacular Spider-Man, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, or Danny Phantom. Well, Danny Phantom is kind of making a little comeback. Yeah,
I think.
And some in a Nickelodeon kind of crossover thing.
That's interesting. Anyway, I would want to should have go back to shows with also Spectacular Spider-Man problem. Spectacular Spider-Man is Sony, and remember, so and so the TV rights with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So we can't have Spider-Man back.
All we got is that 2017 Spider-Man show. It's still going on, I think. Yeah.
Bad. Okay, it's not a bad Open Spider. Open Spider could be train wreck, but it's still not good. That's Spider-Man. Spider-Man with the best Spider-Man in the year, but we watched because bullshit. Even that cancer be garbage, but you know what? We'll be here all night. We talk about that. So
yeah.
Anyway, my short version. I want to make it on, but it's not gonna happen. EMAs, it's not gonna happen because we can't have a show that we didn't to be like jerks. Thank you, and that should come back. Yay, awesome. But
yeah,
we'll wait see what happens. So, should we end it?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for joining us in part 2. Sorry that we couldn't talk about everything in the 2 parts that we planned because we're going Nick and Richard be joining us, but I'll try to do part 3 maybe this weekend. Again, if I get everybody joins for part 3, if I can't do part 3, then I'll probably do a backup plan and think of something. Mm-hmm. But John, where can we find you?
Well, I'm John Avenger 7 1985 on YouTube. I have a Twitter, Facebook, and an Amazon wish list on my channel, so you can just check me out there.
Yep, and you can follow me, Travis Mongo, doing screen. I'll bring my Twitter. I'll do follow Google Plus. I'll do follow Google Plus dead now.
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, your StreamYard account instead.
Okay, if you don't know Radar TV, for you who don't know, Radar TV is being on YouTube. Hang on, I'll just show it. Wait, hang on.
What's that?
Ta-da!
Oh, Bel Air. Okay. Yeah, I never heard of that, but
yeah, like Radar TV is on YouTube, but the short in general, you can go competition in the short my channel and with that competition, I'm really with that. This is my backup channel in case the thing goes out with copper. But one small part where you can't upload large video actually on that channel. Not saying you can't upload large video actually on that website. I checked, but one big give credit. It doesn't have to do copyright nonsense. You know about what Santa Claus school figures I got my are we down for it? But Clifford that well, John. Yeah, I agree.
Clifford hasn't been popular since the 90s when I was a kid.
That's Clifford's bigger dog.
Yeah.
Man, I'm old.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, this was fun. I'm glad we got to do this. A day late, but better late than ever. Thanks, guys, for watching. Leave your comments on YouTube when this is uploaded, and we'll see you in the next podcast sometime.
See you next one. We'll probably think of something to talk about. Maybe we can do a Bad Boys discussion if I see that movie. But if I don't see that movie, then I don't know. We'll probably do another sport discussion. Maybe on Black Widow. Who knows?
Or before that, it's Bloodshot's coming out.
Bloodshot,
and there's other stuff too, the Oscars, but that's going to be too long. I want to talk about when Joker wins, at least a handful of them.
Yeah,
anyway. So yeah, I'm pulling for Joker, man. Joaquin Phoenix all the way, and Scarlett Johansson for both Jojo Rabbit and Marriage Story. Because and Frozen to win Best Original Song because they didn't get Best Animated.
Yeah, so maybe win Best Original Song. So maybe there's gonna be Oscars if I do see it because
I'm not seeing the whole thing. I'm just gonna see some of it, the good stuff, not the long musical numbers or the openings or whatever, just the good stuff.
That would take way too long. So
it's like 4 hours. We did this podcast for what, an hour? And they take 3 times as long. But anyway, see you guys in the next one. Okay.
See ya.
Signing off. Bye.